Hey guys, Tony Moore here from Tony's Tips. Recently, I was in the process of writing a PDF, or I am right now. And in the PDF, I'm talking about my perspectives on food and how to correct this issue that our country faces, with 66% of people in our country overweight and 33% of them being obese. We're having kids now who are no longer going to outlive their parents as far as the estimated life expectancy is, right? So I began thinking about this. I've watched a lot of different documentaries. I've read a lot of different books on nutrition and on our food system, and I really think it's a food system issue. So as I was writing my book, I began to come up with strategies for people, different perspectives and different strategies, different ways of looking at food, and trying to come up with solutions to the issue of our food system, and trying to convince people to eat healthier. One of the things that I thought about, though, after I had written the majority of it, I went back and I said, now wait a minute. What's strange is that I had never thought of fast food. When I was young, the majority of the time, my parents and my sister and I would sit down at the table and we would eat a meal at the end of the day. Even our lunches, we did have school lunches generally, but the majority of the time we ate a good breakfast. We had school lunches, and then we came home and mom cooked a good dinner meal. It's not to say that we didn't have a gallon of ice cream in the refrigerator and all sorts of other things. But for the majority of the time, even when we would come home and we would beg mom to take us, to McDonald's or wherever as we passed by, she would always turn us down because she knew in her heart that there was something wrong with fast food. And the majority of people do know this, and the majority of people know that fast food isn't that fantastic for you. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, I'd just like to tell you that I understand, though, some people can't afford not to get fast food. Some people don't have time to make meals, and you could still make meals on the weekends. You could still cook if you really wanted to, but if it's infringing on your lifestyle that much and you really want to continue to eat fast food, I'd like to offer you a decent strategy for going about it, right? So the first thing is cutting out pop when you go and eat fast food. The next thing is cutting down on portions. But aside from that, I actually looked through, and it's really fun to do this too. There's sites online. I'll see if I can find any and leave the links below. But I'm definitely going to leave you a link to Eat This, Not That. If you haven't heard of it before, I can't remember who the author is. It's like Dan Zing something. It starts with a Z. And he goes about explaining what you should eat and what you should eat instead of eating something that is far worse for your health at whatever restaurant you tend to go to. And what's interesting is a lot of the times the things that seem healthiest end up being the least healthy thing on the menu, right? So I'm going to leave you that link. You should check it out. It's going to give you a lot of good insight into as far as fast food is concerned. And then he went ahead and made more and more and more books. There's an entire diet book called Eat This, Not That, where that way you can still afford to go to the supermarket and grab some ice cream. You're just going to change the brand of ice cream that you buy. Or you can still go to Burger King, but you're just going to change what you order. So although I don't endorse eating fast food, and I think that there's a lot of better things that you could do, sometimes the battle is choosing the better of two evils. And a perfect example of this, I went to a friend's house and he had flavored oatmeal, and I had been explaining to him a lot of the additives and things like that were in flavored foods. And so we looked at the back of it and we found all kinds of things like monosodium glutamate, food dyes, high fructose corn syrup, different types of soy and corn that were laced into the creaming agents and things like that. So you're far better off choosing the better of two evils, even if you don't if you want to do the gluten-free thing, you wouldn't eat oatmeal at all. But I don't know how I stand necessarily on gluten. I've tried to go without it before, and my body has felt better and it has felt cleaner. It's just that making that better choice can sometimes lead to the changes that we want to see. So I hope you liked this video. Like my Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Tony'sFitnessTips. I also have a YouTube channel, so subscribe to that, www.youtube.com/Tony'sFitnessTips. And you can also reach me at Twitter at tonydavidmoore. If you have any questions or anything that you want to ask me, send them to tonydavidmoore@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.